So part two to this, because we are not African, we've always been on this continent. The reason why this is so important for us to understand our history outside of a colonized or a colonial educational system, outside of a colonized mind, is for what's happening today. For what is happening today. I'm sorry. That is why it's so important. What is happening today reflects what has happened in our past. What has happened in our past reflects what is happening today. Why is this happening today? Because we have been so divided. The divide and conquer is real. I am trying to help everyone see. I know there are so many other people doing so much good work. I am happy to see so many videos out trying to educate us, trying to educate humanity. But as long as we believe that we are not African, I am not African, we've always been on this continent, we can't fathom the idea that Africans were able to travel to the continent, to all of the continents. We just can't fathom that they were only able to be slaves in history. So if we can understand that they were able to travel outside of slavery, then that would help us understand that, you know what? We are one and the same. Just because you were enslaved or your ancestors were enslaved and maybe their ancestors came of their free will does not mean that they are not one and the same. They just have a different transportation story, or how they, arrived in the Americas, how they arrived in China, Japan, wherever. We have to be able to understand that there is intelligence on the continent of Africa. So many of us, one thing that I said is that we are colonized. The colonized are judging the colonized. That's what we're doing. We are colonized here in America just as well as those in Africa. We talk about the video of the man who was stoned for trying to teach that Jesus was black. Okay, and then so many of us in America are saying, yeah, I'm not going there. I ain't going there. I'm not going to Africa because look at what they do. But we do the same thing here. How many times have you been to the grocery store and saw your own reflection treat the white person or the other person better than they treat you? We are all colonized doing the same thing. We cannot be free if we do not realize our connection to one another. We need unity to get free.